Let's dive into asking God for the things He promises to give us. Do you know how to do it? Hey, my friends, welcome to Breakfast Time with me, Pastor Bradley. I want to invite you in. We're going to really dive into how it is that we should ask God for the things that are on our heart, because He says, if you ask, you'll receive. Let's look at a little bit more in depth how this works. I want to take you to 1 John chapter 5, one verse, verse 14. Listen to this. It'll change your perspective. All right, it says this. And this is the confidence that we have towards Him, that if we ask anything according to His will, He hears us. And if we know that He hears us in whatever we ask, we know that we have the requests that we have asked of Him. Okay, so asking God and receiving from God is a promise that Jesus made to us in Matthew chapter 7. But at the same time, we also have some parameters here that John is giving to us in his letter to the church. He's saying that, listen, there is an ask that God can say no about, and that is things that are outside of His desire for you, outside of His plan for your life, outside of what would be good for you. Sometimes it's a blessing for God to say no. But there are also some guarantees that God gives for a yes answer, and that is right here. God's will for your life is something that He desires to be every bit a part of your everyday living. And He will make sure to guide you into His heart so that you can know Him. And this really hits at the heart of how we know we can get what we ask. We need to spend time with the Lord, and we need to understand the Lord's plan for us. When we get in relationship with Jesus, can draw close to Him, and we can really know what His heart is for our life, what His intention and His plan is for our life, what we can start doing is we can start asking God for the things that we see are part of His plan. And when we do that, oh my goodness, God's promise is, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it. That's why John says we know that if we ask in accordance with His will, we've already got what we asked for. Okay, so now inevitably the question is, well, why do I even have to ask if it's just His will anyway? Great question. It's about action. When we are willing to commit our time, commit our action, commit our focus to what God's plan and will is, that's when He reacts and responds. And that's really the gist of it, my friends. There are too many times where we just wait for things to come to us rather than seeking after them, rather than getting action in going before the Lord and deliberately asking for what it is. Sometimes we just wait around for God to do stuff. That's not what He's called us to do. He's called us to get engaged, ask, and He will respond. And in that response, you will have the things you ask for if, the big if you ask in accordance with His will. How do you discover His will? It's very, very simple. All you do is make sure you spend time with Him and learn from Him what His plan is for your life. You can dive into His Word. You can spend time in prayer. You can seek His face in worship. These are just many, many aspects of how you can find out what it is. God will reveal it. Ask for it. He will provide it. My friends, it really is that easy. All right, my friends. Hey, there's another big one that's on the horizon. Ask, seek. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. And again, if you missed how we're putting this all together and really pulling from Matthew chapter 7, you can go back to our last video. It'll bless you. But today, my friends, you have a great day in store. I want you to go after it with all that you got for the kingdom of God. And we'll see you back tomorrow when we talk about seeking after God's will. God bless you, and we'll see you next time, my friends. My friends, Breakfast with Bradley is making a powerful difference, and you are part of that. If you would consider joining with us financially to reach more people, go to our Patreon account and sign up, and my friends, we'll make a powerful difference in all those who want to hear. Thanks for being part of us. God bless you.